see if everyone joins in time. Hey. Let's just see, we've got one person that has joined. Hi. If anyone's joined, just drop a hello in the comments. Be nice to hear you where you're joining from. Got one person in Blitz Club so far.
Perfect.
Feel free to drop a hello in the comments.
You might be having to get set up or something.
Yeah. Let's see if you're just gonna make sure we're recording. Yeah, that's recording. Okay, we got 2 people in the house. Hey everyone. We're just about to start in a moment. Just before we do so, I'd love to hear about you guys in the comments. Where are you tuning in from? What you got? What are your goals for today? Because we're going to be going into a deep focus mode. I've got my host here with me, Jasmine, and we're excited to dive into the session with you guys. But yeah, would love to hear from you in the comments. For those of you guys who are looking for the comment section, is on the right-hand side. You can find the comment section. Drop a hello. What are your big tasks that you've been procrastinating on? Drop it in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you guys. Hey, Deja, how you doing? So Deja says, hey, we spoke recently. You know what? I'm going to try to invite you to I'm going to invite you to the studio now, Deja, to see if you can join the studio with us. Because the idea is to, as people trickle in, we want to get them to join with us in the flow session as well. Let's see if you got the invite. Okay, while we're getting started, a quick run through of why we're doing flow sessions very quickly. So we started flow clubs or flow sessions. We're calling this Blitz Club, by the way. And the idea of it is just a great group, a bunch of productivity wizards together, people that want to increase their productivity. And there's definitely a lot of fire inside of you that that's burning up inside to pursue these goals you've been procrastinating on, perhaps. And it's just about unleashing that, right? And sometimes just coming together in a little community where we can actually execute our task, add that accountability, just helps so much. And hence why we created Blitz Club. We can all come on this call together and we'll run these flow sessions where everyone will be accountable in the flow session. We're going to hopefully turn on cameras, be part of the session live, post our goals so we know what you're working on. And we'll do a sprint of work, and then we'll do like a little retrospective. Jasmine will be talking more about that, but I've got a lot of goals to accomplish. Honestly, I had half a mind of even setting this up because I was so busy, but managed to set this up and really pumped about it. But other than that, I'll pass it over to Jasmine to give us a little bit more how this is gonna work.
Deja says she's shy. Perfect. No worries. So just like with what Omar was saying, so these sessions are designed to just basically help us work together, get through our goals, and then really have that community aspect of how we're doing things. A lot of times we kind of get segmented in our own little worlds, in our own rooms, working away. So it's really good to come together and really have a community so you feel like you're not working by yourself. So we're going to be using the Pomodoro method to go through this, and I'll share my screen real quick just so you can see how this is going to be. All right. So what I've done is just actually set it up. So you already know when you label your tasks, you actually have what your tasks actually are. For this, I just have them really generic. Blitz It Club work sessions 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll be going through 4 sessions of 20 minutes with a 10-minute break in between. And so in that 10-minute break, we can kind of debrief, see how we felt about the session, if there's anything that we would want to change, if there are things we felt really, really good about, and really get us into going into the next session. So I'll do this kind of as an example for right now. So y'all already know how this works. So we'll just focus mode it, and you'll see the timer here, and it'll really just outline us as we're going through these sessions. I have a ton of work that I do. I work a lot of community organizations, and then within just different jobs and tasks. So I have a list of things that I'll be trying to get through. One of them is working on planning project management SOP for the city of Mobile. So there's different modules in that I want to kind of get through. And so that's my goal for today. I think that when did you want to get started, Omar?
Yeah, we could get started almost immediately. I guess one question for you guys is, it'd be amazing to see your goals in the comments. Of course, the best thing is that if you do show up in the comments, I can actually invite you as someone to partake directly in the Flow Club as a guest, so we can actually engage with you and see you. It'd be nice to have that real life accountability in front of us. And yeah, so if you can, then drop yourself over.
Hey,
Otherwise,
princess. Okay.
Otherwise, we can just get started. We're good to go. So drop your goals. I have to finish my goal for today. I'm going to write it on the comments section. Is Black Friday website campaign. This website we've been working for, doing in my other startup, Glorify, and it's just been taking a lot of time. We're coming to the light is at the end of the tunnel. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So just a few more bits there, and we'll probably send this campaign on the way early.
Perfect.
So make.com certificate. Oh, Miguel, he's saying he's jumping on Focus. He's having a meeting. So the goal today is to complete 2 quality events, SAP. Miguel, if you want to, I'm going to send invites to you guys. Feel free to join the session live, but we're going to be diving into this focus.
Yep. All right. Great. Go ahead and get started. Let's go. Oh, goodness. Time is up.
There's
So
Sanya
I
and Cal.
say again, yes. Awesome. So we're going to take a break. It's going to be for about 10 minutes. I don't know if you guys have any nuggets that came out of this first session, but definitely put in the chat anything that you were able to accomplish, things maybe that you got stuck on. What are you thinking, Omar?
Yeah, no, of course, the same as you, Jasmine. Like, if there's any retrospective that came out of the session, we'd love to hear it now. For me, I was kind of semi, of course, this being our first session, was kind of making sure things were ticking along. So this has worked for me as well, of course.
Yeah.
And then I was jumping onto our web builder, and I managed to just get a couple of things done, which, just copying over some designs into our main landing page, which, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm going to just see what.
Deja said she's still working on cases, but she was able to get some grapes for a snack.
There's nothing like a good snack mid session.
Awesome. Cool. So yep, I could agree. Tanya said it's not long enough. She realized it took 5 to 10 minutes to get into the flow state fully. 100% something. It took me a couple minutes to kind of get started, and then I'm like, oh, time's a ticking. I did get through a little bit as far as I actually misspoke what my goal was. My goal is actually to help rewrite this governance process. So some of the key stakeholders that were in there, I was able to kind of go through the org chart and pull those things out, but I didn't get through the full list. So definitely can feel your pain there, Tanya. What was your goal? If you could type that in, what's your goal to accomplish what that was?
By the way, I'm always sending invites to people. If they want to join the live session, you're more than welcome. We'd love to see a face to the name. Of course, it's not a long social session or anything like that. Just literally to come pop in and just say hello and drop your goals on us.
Okay. So the goal was to finish one make.com module.
Make.com is a no-code platform, from my understand. I think that's what it is. If it's make.com. Yeah. Oh, she's here. Awesome. Yeah. I just realized. I'm going to drop her on stage. Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Perfect.
Good. How are you?
Great. Good to have you. Thanks for joining. It's good to have someone in the session for the first time.
Yeah.
On the first session.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Time's ticking along. So yeah, just would love to hear from you. What are you working on? And how was the first session? Obviously, you said you need more time, and we'll definitely consider that for future sessions.
Yeah, for sure. No, I have been laid off for three months, and so I've been on this journey of learning like AI and automations to start an agency, so that I can have a little bit of control over my future and not just wait to get chosen for another software sales job. So yeah, I'm just learning Make, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
That's incredible. No-code tools are definitely the way to go nowadays. I know a friend of mine runs an agency, and he's one of the leading agencies of Bubble, which is a no-code platform.
Nice.
Interestingly, Make.com once contacted me for some because I do influencer work. So they wanted some posts to run by my YouTube channel, which was we never went closed on that offer. But yeah, it's a cool tool for sure. So I'll let you tick along. If you're happy to stay on, that'll be nice. So we do 10 minutes of retrospective. Anyone else also wants to join the session, drop it in the comments. Again, I'll invite you guys as always.
Perfect. And we're at 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in our break. Is there anything that's going to shift with your goals for this next 20-minute session, Tanya or Omar?
Not for me. I'm just going to
continue chugging away.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just going to straight after this, I'm going to dive into my site and just take it one at a time, each task.
Now, I do have a question. So when you said it took a minute for you to get into the flow state, what was the thing that distracted you in the beginning from like getting started right away?
Good question. I'll be authentic and say I wasn't aware of what was distracting me. It was just kind of I was finally aware of it and like, oh, zone in, you can do this.
Cool. Well, for
Well,
me,
I've been fasting, so I woke up at 3 a.m. to go for a 1 hour, 3 mile walk, and doing some prayer, meditation stuff. But I haven't ate yet today, so I kept wanting to like just go get something to eat finally.
got it.
It was getting me.
Girl, listen, so I am fasting from 11 to 7-ish, 11, 7, 11, 8, one of
Yeah,
those two. So I feel you
yeah,
100%. But luckily, this is after that time period. So I've eaten.
right.
Yay. Okay, cool. So for me, what I noticed is like getting started was a little tough because I had some unopened windows. So
Ah,
when I went to kind of get started, it's like, oh yeah, there are these things, which is, why I'm using Blitz in the first place to help kind of bring me back to task.
wow.
So
Yeah,
Deja said, it sounds like everybody is hungry.
yeah.
Yes. And Miguel said he was looking for the SAP HANA table, but had no luck. But a snack sounds good right about now. Yes, we are all hungry right now.
I guess
Cool.
before we close up, I do want to ask Tanya, like, what would be a good session for you to, take so that we account for the zone in time that you need to actually get into focus state, plus the work time.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Like how long of a session would
Yeah,
be
how long
good?
would the session be good for you? To considering also the flow state time, the time that actually takes for you to get into a focus state.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I do my blitz, I usually do 30-minute sessions
Yeah.
so that I give
Okay.
myself some room.
Same.
But then also just kind of having like a statement of like what I'm trying to do to kind of get me in the mood. Like helps.
Wow, that's
Okay,
really
perfect.
cool prep work that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Very
I love
interesting.
it.
Thanks.
Cool. We got 3 minutes and 10 seconds of a break, guys. So if you have to go to the restroom or get a snack, if you're not currently in a fasting state, you got 3 minutes to get that done. And I will.
By the way, everyone, breaks, of course, are no doubt important for a focus state. But if you feel like you don't want to come into the break time, as in you got momentum, then continue moving forwards as well, for sure. I might actually drop into it.
Two minutes. Okay, it's doing. I don't know why it was. Let me pause this. You still have 2 minutes or a minute and 55 seconds. Sorry, guys. 10 seconds. All right. All right. Time is up for this second session. Anyone want to share their thoughts, successes? I'll share mine in that I got through all of the key stakeholders. So, yay for the first part of the document. So, that worked out well. I even formatted it. So, we're good.
People always underestimate formatting documents. It's easy to dump thoughts, proofread, get it all like accurate, and then that formatting is really what publishes everything up.
Right. That is so true. And I think it's one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh wait, let me press done. My bad. Let me take a break. We might have a couple of extra seconds on our break. Um, it's one of those things where sometimes where you kind of get into it, and then once you see the end, you're like, oh, all right. Tanya said she finished up the module. Easier flow state. Notice she was moving along a lot quicker, trying to beat the time. True, true. Competition is always great. Here, I can stop my screen. I don't know if you wanted to come back up and share, Tanya, or if any of you guys wanted to come up and share your experience in this last session. Well, it's not the last, but in the last session that took place.
I'm shooting over invites again, as usual, guys. Feel free to join. Would always be nice to hear directly from your thoughts, how your session went. Just quickly recap my session. I agree with Tanya now that, yeah, it is not as long as it should be. Maybe we should go for like a 30-minute session next time.
Cool.
But I think it depends on the task as well. So definitely depends on what kind of task you're tackling. That I could see a 20-minute session working out if it's I guess less intense, like low intense type work, like emails and things like that.
True. Oh, no, that was it. Cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, no, I think it was a lot easier to get into the flow of things this go round for sure. I had already blocked out kind of the distractions that were there the first time, so it worked out well. I'm tripping.
It's one thing I want to do for this session. For the next one coming up, I will try this out, which is I've just uploaded some lo-fi ambient music, and that'll play in the background. Although, of course, if for any reason, if it's not, it's not your preference, I think there's an easy way for you to switch it off from the browser. If you're an Arc browser, of course, that's really easy because you just mute a tab, and I think you can do that with Chrome now too, on the tab level. So any tab that you are on, you just go to the tab and right-click mute. However, the only issue with that is that once the session's over, you will not hear us talk about it. So I actually want to know if you guys are okay with music, if you can hit the comments up to get that feedback. Because I know people usually do that for co-working flow sessions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I typically have my headphones on and I'm listening to music while I'm working. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, the stuff I have is very lo-fi, so it shouldn't be distracting or anything like that.
Okay. Awesome. So what I did, and I just did it for these last two sessions, I created a specific Blitz Club list, and I moved those tasks to the list for sessions 3 and 4. So it'll be less cluttered and flow better. So I set the timer actually on my phone because I'm not in break time anymore. I had to go and create a list, and it couldn't run at the same time. So I have that we have 6 minutes and 30 seconds about. It may be a little bit of a, might be a little bit less. I don't know. Let me know if y'all have something different.
Yeah, I mean, would you be able to eventually share your screen again, Jasmine, for the?
Oh,
for the-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fantastic.
So let's see.
Of course, as you know, this concept, of course, you know, these co-working sessions evolve. Our plan is to make the system more robust. We'll be introducing a big timer that we would also have and share. And we'll probably create like a live goal setting board that everyone can fill in before the session. So
Perfect.
a few things in the work. So let's see if we can get there.
Yep.
Good.
No, that sounds awesome. So yeah, so it's not quite in keeping, but the timer is right. It's on my phone right now because I had to exit it to create this new list that's a little bit cleaner. So we have 5 minutes and 15 seconds about. I guess I can make like a break task. Oh, it still focuses everything. Well, I don't know.
There's a lot of tasks due on your list.
I do, but some of them they did some duplication things. So it looks like when I want to focus on that one list, it's not. We'll look at that later. Anyway, we have 4 minutes and 20 seconds about.
Yep.
25-ish. Any other thoughts? Also, feel free to type in.
I actually wanted to say, Jasmine, this is a good time as well. If you have any questions on the product for Blitz It as well, I'm happy to take some feedback for the team. So if you guys want a specific improvement or any direct feedback, it'd be great to have it at this time as well.
Okay.
Curious. I'm assuming all of you have Blitz It as an app you're actively using. Perhaps you may have come to know about this flow session through social media. In that case, maybe you don't have Blitz It, but.
Okay. Well, I'll say an idea. I think if I could focus on just this one list.
Yeah.
That would be.
You can, by the way. So if you click one of those, what happens to you?
So if I click the other one.
It's not clickable for you? That's strange. That's Windows.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Oh, go a bit to the right. So I noticed like it was clickable for a second. Yeah, what was that? Like it got clickable almost. Can you go a bit higher? Sorry. I think it's a Z-index issue. Yeah, it's a Z-index issue. Go a little bit lower.
Okay, so, I clicked it and it did.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, click that. Okay, that looks like a Z-index issue. Okay, I'll talk to the dev team.
Sure, no worries. Yeah, so it is switching at the top. So it's switching here, right?
Yeah.
So it's switching the screen. Well, yeah, it's right there, right?
No worries. I'll also suggest you can also go to you can also go into the list by going from home. By the way, if you go to home, and you can go to a specific list from there on the top left when you're at home.
Yes, and so then that's. Maybe that's what I thought.
Yeah, so whatever you blitz from here will go directly into it.
Yes. The thing is, it still has all right now. So anyway, so they can look at that and see, because my goal was to try to make it clean so I wouldn't have my other tasks show up next, you know, unless it just goes through to that one. So we'll see.
Okay. So Tanya says she's been using 2 years. We actually launched in November 2023. So we haven't had it for 2 years. So probably been the last year. You were probably one of the super early adopters. So
that's awesome.
Proud to have you here.
That is cool. Well, listen, I just really found out about it about a month ago, a month and a half, I'll say. So it's definitely been a game changer for me. And so this timer, it restarted, but we actually have 1 minute and 20 seconds left, guys.
You could do one thing if you want, is reduce the time if you wish. If it's like 1 minute, then yeah, go to
Okay.
pause. I would go to pause.
Yep.
And then from the 5 minute, just reduce it. Oh, add. Yes, you can go. Actually, time taken. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
So just do a plus how much ever you want to add to that.
Got it. So 4.
Yeah.
And then resume.
Were you aware of this feature, by the way, Jasmine?
I was not.
Okay, this is really interesting. I'm going to have to start making things a little bit more clear in the Help Center.
Cool. Someone asked integrations with Asana.
Yes, indeed. So Josh just asked if integration with Asana is coming up, and yes, we can say definitely something that's been worked on. We are currently working on the API, Blitz's API, so that we can make and introduce integrations faster. So that's, yeah, hopefully how we roll out things quicker. But the last 2 integrations, Google and Notion, are still out in I would say Google is not a beta integration anymore. It's pretty robust, but Notion is still in beta.
Perfect. So it looks like we're a couple seconds behind this one. That's all good. Cool. Yay! All right. So cool. So we're into our next flow session. Let's get started. All right. We, yay, are done with the third session. Awesome. I don't know how people are feeling, if they're um, getting more into the flow the further you go along. I feel like I am. I'm making huge strides in my work today. Any other feedback? I was able to get through a lot of my objective for the document. So, super awesome. And now we're getting into the details. So, definitely making progress.
Sounds like you're getting into the zone, which is obviously like the zone, being in the zone
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's always hard to kind of get into like I find with flow state is when you're doing a lot of large weight tasks, you are essentially putting the building blocks together, but then it's the fine tuning at the end that always I guess is the home run at the end. Tanya has a comment. Yeah, can you read that through, Jasmine?
All right. I love that session with the music. I never play music, but I realize it's because I play lo-fi African beats, which makes me dig and dance versus stay focused. I also notice I haven't jumped between tasks the entire time, which is a hard thing for me usually. Super awesome. Yeah, so for me, I do listen to music, and it doesn't necessarily matter what type of music I'm listening to. What I find is it has to be songs that I already know or songs with no words, because I start trying to listen to the words and I get a little bit off track. But if it's like something I was like, all right, I'm just kind of vibing and flowing, um, it doesn't really matter. It could have words, it can not have words. So that's definitely interesting. You just have like the dance gene in you.
Yeah, it definitely has to be non-lyrical music for me, or and it has to be in that lo-fi ambient genre. I don't think I can do anything other than that. Wouldn't really work with me.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Yes, that dance gene's in you. Super cool. We got full 7 minutes. Take a potty break, take a snack break. Tanya, what time do you eat? What time zone are you in? I'm in Central, so an hour less than Eastern. So it's 2:34 Eastern. It's 1:34 my time. Central as well? Okay. Okay, you're going to chow down after this session. Awesome. Anything special on the menu? So for me, uh, I had some SpaghettiOs. It was just the quickest thing. I had a lot kind of going on this morning. So I just grabbed something and ran with it. It's supposed to be I'm supposed to be going gearing towards healthy food. I'm still tracking what I'm eating and I'm falling in, to my calories, but um, right, same for me. So I went shopping this weekend and funny story, I went shopping for something specific, ran into the aisle, saw SpaghettiOs. They have these red hot SpaghettiOs, and then I ended up with that and some Spider-Man ones. And then I left the store without what I came in there for in the first place. So there's that. 5 minutes. We are halfway through our break. Ooh. So wait, is this something that you've cooked? Is yassa, Senegalese chicken, rice, and onion sauce? Is this something that you have made, or is it something that you got packaged somewhere? I'd definitely be down to try. You made it? Okay, your ex-husband is Sinhalese and you stole all the recipes that you could. I think I would do the same. Love it. I'm gonna have to look that up for sure. I think this session, I'm actually going to switch it up for me. So I've been working on my governance document, but I'm also trying to learn to do a little bit more just AI related. So I got this coursive course. So I think I'm going to spend this last session kind of going through that. I don't know if any of you guys are switching directions or if you're just kind of duking it out with what you have going on. And so I will say that that's one of the benefits. So when you're dealing with Blitz, if you want to change your mind and switch something, I can just slide things up task-wise and change what it is I'm doing. So that's super helpful.
Yep, one of the important features that we built in is this next. If you need to switch over, that's actually why the panel that you got here, Jasmine, is important to us. Is that by the way, you know what you could do if you scroll to the bottom of this panel of Due now, all the way to the bottom. Yes, so there should be a scroll. Do you see a scroll in there?
No. Let's see.
Oh, okay. You know what? This is interesting because this is the first time we've had so many tasks we've seen that so many tasks are due that is actually blocking the call to action.
Got it. Okay, cool. So some of this we'll have to work through because I think I put in a bug, like some of these have duplicated, like they're the same. Yeah. So I think that might be part of it. So
no worries. No, yeah.
Our next session, we'll be able to do that.
When you go into the dashboard, the home page, just remove the schedule for the task.
Okay.
And it'll just get detached from all of this. And you can actually go if you can go to one of these tasks, any of them, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Or you can't even interact with them because they're due. Because you're kind of stuck on the due page, which
got it. So this is what I'll do.
I'm gonna actually send this to Mandri, our dev now.
Okay, perfect.
Let me tell him.
What I'll do is I'll start my side view and we'll work through this now. So we still have a minute. Tanya said she has an aggressive timeline, so she's still focused on what it is she's working on. So we're saying if I go into my tasks and you're saying disconnect them from so these kind of have to go through. Let's see, I'll just. All right. we are good to go on our final session.
Still got 5 people with us still, so we're gonna roll in the music. Let me just do that.
Perfect. Tanya did have a question. You might want to type it in. We can answer it at the next break. Here we go, guys. All right. The time for this session is complete. Yay! Okay, so we have a couple of you guys left. Not sure if you guys wanted to type in maybe what your feedback was for this first session, the inaugural session of Blitz Club.
Blitz Club.
Blitz Club. You're right, Blitz Club. If you have any feedback or anything, definitely let us know.
I think there's just one person tuning in from YouTube. I think the rest of everyone has tuned out, so I'm assuming they've hopefully crushed their tasks.
I hope so. Love that we do this daily. Working alone sucks. Cool. I definitely was very productive today for sure. And you're in my time zone. Cool. And I mean, what we'll probably do is just look inside of the Discord and see. I mean, I'm assuming you're in the Discord, Tanya, but we can do some polls to see like if this is a good time. And I mean, I don't know that we'll be doing it every day just yet, but we can definitely poll sometimes. I mean, I'm open to it only because I'm working and getting things done. But yeah, so we'll definitely see. So cool. So this time works fairly well for you. And this is usually the time I get a lot of work done. Joking. Okay, good. I mean, I do this daily, so I am open to it for sure. But definitely the community aspect is fun.
I'm doing this daily, regardless of the time zone. Like I'm
exactly
24/7, just like zoned in. Well, not necessarily zoned in 100%, but at least plugging away for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to see there's people that are always striving and determined to achieve their goals. We're very much the same in Blitzit, the team at Blitzit. So
yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate this. I guess I can stop sharing my screen. We can probably work on sending out a survey. I don't know if we have the people who did register their information.
Yes. Yeah, we do have emails. Yeah, we definitely have emails.
Perfect. Awesome. So I think that'll be pretty good to do this first go around.
Yeah, I also have attendance and stuff like that, so we can see how it goes. And,
cool.
Let's close off then, I guess.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Tanya. Tanya's the only one really tuning in. The other person who's on YouTube, I'm not sure who's tuning in, but it was definitely a productive session. But looking forward to future sessions for sure. Jasmine, how about yourself? You looking forward to our next session?
100%. I knocked out some good work today. And so this was definitely fun. Appreciate it.
Great. Good to hear. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to end the stream. Let me just do that.